Back to the NBA, where Commissioner Adam Silver joined the ESPN radio crew during the second quarter of Saturday night's Warriors-Rockets game, discussing a wide variety of topics facing the sport, including addressing the possibility of shortening the regular season. Take a listen to this.
I think we have to step back again collectively as a league working together with the players and their union, and decide, do we have the right number of games? Because, again, the game has changed in dramatic ways, especially over the last decade. And if players can't fairly play in all those games, maybe the schedule's too long. Yeah. And maybe we got to take a fresh look at how we structure the season. The fan has to be first. And at the end of the day, the fans vote every day by deciding whether to listen to your telecast or watch us on television or buy tickets. And I got to be very careful here. This is a fragile ecosystem, and if ultimately the fans are saying, we're not going to pay for those games, or we're not going to watch those games where your players aren't playing.
He's been waiting all show to do this.
Standing ovation. Standing ovation. That is a commissioner doing what a commissioner is supposed to do, okay? There are the owners, there are the players, and the commissioner is supposed to be in charge of protecting the fans. And what has gone on with resting in the NBA, I don't know when everyone got so tired in basketball, but I grew up watching this sport, and these guys played every damn night, 82 games a year. Woj and Seth, I'm looking directly at you, at a time when they weren't even flying on private planes. You could run into Moses Malone at the Cinnabon at LaGuardia in the morning when they were going, and they were playing that same night again, and so all of a sudden they can't play all these games. So if they can't play all these games, then there shouldn't be that many games. Thank you, Adam Silver, for saying.
I agree with you.
Well, what part of agreeing with me? I listened to you in the meeting this morning, and you told me that it's unfair to their bodies. Somehow it's much too hard for them.
But here's the deal. It is. You're seeing more injuries. You're seeing. Look, I don't believe in tanking. I don't. If guys are going to play games, I believe you need to play guys. I don't believe you should rest guys. But guys are resting guys because the only thing that counts is what? Jay, what's the only thing that counts? Playoffs. So everyone wants the best version of themselves in the playoffs. So you know what? A smart general manager, a smart head coach is going to rest guys. The way to solve that problem is to shorten your schedule. The problem is if you shorten your schedule, it's going to be less money. This is going to be less TV money. Okay. How many guys are going to give up some cash?
Well, that's what it comes down to. It comes down to how do you replace revenue, and then also how do you change viewer habits, right? We're going to smaller devices, less screen time. So, Adam Silver kind of, posed this whole mid-season tournament. I don't know how you incentivize that mid-season tournament. Do you say, hey, the team that wins one Eastern Conference wins one Western Conference, you automatically get to the Eastern Conference semifinals of the playoffs? I don't know the right way to do that structurally, but if you can find a way to replace revenue, I'm all about decreasing load management and also taking away less games.
Well, Woj had said earlier, Adam Silver's been saying this for a long time. You can't figure it out because, to your point, no one wants to take less money.
Well, that's it. Someone, whether it's both sides or one side, no one's taking less money. And players who want to view themselves in historical context. So are you going to cut out regular season games? Are you going to now put yourself in a position where you can't break records? If you're chasing history in different places, now you can't do that. Those are all factors in this. And listen, they can... If you want to move the season to 70 games, let's throw out a number. Okay, well, teams may just rest guys. They may play 60 games instead of 70 versus 82. I think there'll be talk about this. I don't think we're going to see this, at least in the foreseeable future.
Oh, and I hear what you're saying. I understand the frustration of the fan. But, from a fan perspective, because I'm a fan now, I've been a fan for a while, I'd much rather see my team in the playoffs than me complain about me showing up to one game and not seeing my favorite player.
You're a season ticket holder. How about the family guy that goes to 10 games a year, or 5 games a year, or 3 games a year, and brings his family there, and all of a sudden those
can't make everybody happy. I mean, everybody finds something wrong with everything.
The draft lotteries changed this year. Now they try to de-incentivize tanking. So now the 3 worst teams in the league all have the same percentage chance to get the #1 pick. They want to give teams reasons to continue playing down the stretch. And so they've talked about in the last couple of years a possible play-in tournament where the 9th and 10th teams have a chance to get into the postseason. Another reason to try to get teams to play. And if you have, the 13th or 14th pick in the draft, your chances are so small of breaking into that top 3. They want you trying to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm totally in favor of that. But that's now we're addressing tanking. That's a whole other problem. Yeah. Staying on resting for a moment, look up Michael Jordan in 1996, 97,
Those days are gone.
and 98.
It's gone.
Don't bother looking it up. That wasn't that long ago, Woj. We're all
the game was
remember
more
that.
Can I say something about where the game was then?
He played a more physical game. He played every minute of every game. He was the best player in the sport. He was in his 30s, and he played 82 games, and they won the championship
Different
all
mindset.
3 years. What changed, Woj? What changed?
Science changed.
Yes.
How teams want to manage players' bodies over a long time. When you commit 5 years, $200 million to a star player or other players who, again, and you want them in optimum shape in the postseason and going forward for that contract, like those days are gone. They're not coming back. This is how the league is run. This is how it's going to be going forward.
Can I tell you what else changed? The way players train. I mean, I'm not saying that Michael Jordan, he was different. He's an anomaly, okay?
Yeah.
But now what happens from a younger age, you're training all year long. Some of these guys are taking their regular seasons into USA Basketball. So that load management is something also that you're concerned about because training styles are different.
What did you say about the mindset is different, though?
I think the mindset's there. I think the players back then didn't know any different. The ball went up, they played, they came to play every night, they didn't make complaints, they weren't on charters, they just balled. The guys today, they have a different focus, and they're also pulled in a lot more directions.
Guys did not play every night. Guys dogged it back then. Guys complained back then. The NBA players didn't start. Nobody in the NFL, the NBA, baseball started complaining in the last 10 years. Guys have been bitching for years in all sports.
They play, but
it's
they
not
play
new.
back then.
Preach!
There we go.
Preach it, Woj!